Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix 2018. So, I'm going to take a bit of a break from Thaumcraft. I'm really close to the tree farm, but I need to do something else for a little while. Getting a little tired of Thaumcraft. So, I want to look at some things from Botania that will help us in a lot of ways, but it will help me right now make my farm over here, my second farm. So, I want to make what's called a Rod of the Land and a Rod of the Seas. And what they do is allow you to, in exchange for some mana, produce a dirt block or a water source block. The water source block will be very helpful in making the farm over there. And the Rod of the Land is very helpful because I'm often filling things in with dirt, and it would be nice if I had, an inexhaustible source of dirt to carry around. So let's get started on those. I already have what I need for the Rod of the Land. So I already happen to have the Rune of Earth, which is all the big requirements for it. The Rune of Water we'll need for the Land of the Seas is going to require a fishing rod, sugarcane, bone meal, mana steel ingot, and mana powder. I have a mana steel ingot. Mana powder, I forget how we have to get that. So it's basically pretty much anything in the mana pool. Alright, let's go get some sugar. Since I've got plenty of sugarcane. Kind of wondering that's all over in the Botania chest already. It probably is. But just in case, we'll bring some sugarcanes. I'm not seeing sugar, so we'll just make a stack of sugar. And get a few mana powder. Yeah, we'll get 16 for now. So I need one of these. Should have kept one of those. Sugarcane. Need a fishing rod. There we go. And it was bone meal is the other one. So there we go, get some bone meal. Let's go over to our runic altar. Gonna need my living wood rod, or wand of the forest, and need a living rock. Alright, so let's look at the Rune of Water. Yeah, that looks all correct. Okay. So, sugarcane, mana steel, mana powder, bone meal, fishing rod. Yeah, I know, I have a really short memory. Oh, 1 5 things. Okay, actually, we're fine. So let's see here. Alright, so it's getting the mana we need over here. Just need to get my living rock and my wand of the forest ready. There we go. Alright, there we go, our Runes of Water. And we'll take the Rune of Earth from here. And we need some living wood twigs, which we're going to get from living wood. We'll just get 20 of those in case we need them at some point. Alright, so Rod of the Lands, piece of dirt, living wood twig. Okay. I guess I threw my dirt away. And the other one's going to be a bucket of water, so let's go grab that real quick. Go get the dirt and then craft these things. Alright, there we go. Rod of the Land, and Rod of the... Oh, it wants a water bottle. Okay, that's fine. We'll just, get one. Need a glass bottle. It's funny, I think I tossed one of those in the trash earlier because I didn't think I would need one. Okay, there we go. A water bottle. And there we go, Rod of the Sea. So, it will use mana from our mana tablet, but whenever I want to, I can now go right-click and get a block of dirt. Nice. It takes very little mana, so, you know, this is... I mean, it's not inexhaustible, but it's pretty good. So let's see here. We're going to go in 2 from our fence, go 8 down. Am I going to be right here? Yeah. So 1, 2 in. Doesn't seem right. Oh, it is. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So instead of buckets over and over again, there we go. Plenty of water source blocks. So let's see here. We came in 2 and 2. Doesn't connect though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, you don't want to watch me build a farm anyway. It's going to be the same farm design I'm using over there. But I'll show you the rods, and, you know, we're done with that. So I'll be back in a minute when I have everything done with the farm, and then we will keep going. Okay, so I would like to go mining again, but all of my tools are, you know, they're kind of decaying and whatnot, and it's fine to repair them, but I'd like to do this a little bit better for, you know, certain things. So we could replace the bronze with cobalt, get some better durability, but I might do that later, actually. What I'd like to make right now is some balls of moss, and use that to add a repair effect to our tools. Specifically, the pickaxe, the sword, the shovel, and the hatchet. So to do that, we're going to need moss stone, which we can get in a couple of ways. Minecraft has a way of taking cobblestone and adding vines. You get moss stone. Or we can use the fluid transposer from thermal expansion, which is what I'm going to do. So let's build a fluid transposer. Fluid transposer requires some glass, a machine frame, a bucket, copper gears, and a redstone reception coil. So nothing too complicated. Looks like we're going to need copper, tin, redstone, probably some iron. Alright, so there we go. Need not 1, but 2 copper gears. Need a machine frame, which requires a tin gear. There we go, there's a machine frame. Need a bucket. And the redstone reception coil, which requires a piece of gold. Alright, so let's see if that... Okay, there we go. Gonna need an Ender IO energy conduit. There's my last one, so we'll have to make more of those eventually. Alright, so let's see here. I'm going to want to add water to it. There's water right under this thing, so I'm thinking of moving the induction smelter, because that might be a little bit easier. So yeah, let's just move the induction smelter. We'll put it over here. You know, they didn't used to lose their power when you picked them up like that, but I guess they do now. That's interesting. I mean, 20,000 RF isn't going to make or break me, but I did just recently put power back into the thing, because we didn't have any in there. So let's see here. Let's add to the water pipe. Where are the Ender IO? There we go, a pressurized fluid conduit. This is why I love the Ender IO pipes, because I can put them in the same block space. Let's see here. Oh, I put the wrong machines down. Okay. Aha, I did keep this power. That's okay. Enderman? What are doing over here? Get out of my farm. Whatever. Alright, so let's take things in. From the bottom. I was hoping it would do that. Let's see here. Maybe it's not wrenched properly. Oh my, this is just getting worse and worse. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Now we're getting water. And let's put the power back. Alright. So, really need to make a Yeta wrench, not just use whatever wrench is around. Going awfully slow. How odd. Well, we won't need that much. Okay, so we're going to get some stone and turn it into moss stone. And we'll just set the output. Yeah. We'll set the output to a chest above there. So let's get some cobblestone. Yeah, we'll just get a stack of that. We put that in there. It should fill with a bucket of water and become moss stone. And it does. Perfect. So there we go. I need 9 of those to get the first one. Do I actually have any moss stone? I've seen it several times in the magical forest. I'm not sure if I collected any or not. I'm not seeing. I'm going to guess that I did not, so that's fine. Cobwebs in the Thaumcraft chest. Would love to get into RS, but I don't have a very good grasp on power right now, so that's not really a great option. Alright, so I think those cobblestone I had came from the floor here. Yep, that makes sense. So, okay, we've got 6 of that. We need 9. Alright, we've got a little bit of moss stone so far. Not as much as I want, but enough to get started. So, I believe you have to click on a bookshelf and take 10 levels of XP to get the mending moss. So, to do that, yeah, the bookshelf with 10 levels. Okay, so, all I have to do is, get 10 levels. There we go. There's 1. And there's 2. And now we can apply the Mending Modifier to our tools. So let's start with the bronze pickaxe and the shovel. So now whenever it's around, I don't know quite how it works in this version. How it used to work is it just, when it was in the sunlight, if it were in your hand or in your hot bar, it would just slowly charge. So it won't, it's not a quick process, but if you're just running around not using your tools for a while, it can be very useful. So a slight alternative to always having to repair your tools with the material. Just all I'm looking for at the moment. So now that I've got that, I'm going to go mining, and I will be back when I am finished with that. Alright, so I've been doing some research on the Thaumanomicon, and turns out there is actually a lumberjack control seal, which you can unlock after getting the Biothaumic Minds. And the lumberjack seal does require a Biothaumic Mind rather than a clockwork mind. So these are basically the smarter golems. And there's lots of traits that you might need to make a tree farm. And turns out we're still quite a ways from getting a working tree farm. But I would still really like to do that, so I'm going to keep working on Thaumcraft and see what I can do. So a working tree farm is going to require at least 2, maybe 3 golems. We need 1 that does the planting of trees. That's the use control seal. We need the lumberjack golem, and we're going to need a collect golem and a store golem and a provide seal. So we only need 2 golems to do all those tasks, but I think it might be easier with 3. So I've unlocked a bunch of research that should help us do that. So different control seals have different requirements for the golems. So although I made a block breaker that would work, it's got the right kind of arms, but it doesn't have the smart mind, so it can't be a lumberjack golem. So I actually need to get more diamonds before we'll be able to make a lumberjack seal. We'll also need to get some things to make Biothaumic Minds. So that's an infusion recipe of a zombie brain and a complex arcane mechanism, and complex arcane mechanisms require thaumium plates. I haven't even made any thaumium yet. So let's see what I have that could possibly get me some thaumium. So going back to alchemy, we already unlocked thaumium, so we're going to need Praecontatio and Terra. So let's see what we have in here for that. Well, we've got tons of Terra. I don't think I have any Praecontatio, though. Let's see here. I've got these 10 crystals. There's not a lot of good sources of Praecontatio. It's not like it was in Thaumcraft 4 where it was on V crystals and Nether Wart, other things. It's a little bit rarer, so it's more magical items, not just magical things that you might find in the world. So, for instance, I got these crystals by hooking up a couple of Thaumonomicons and using the V crystals for that. So I may do that a little bit more. Let's see, you're going to need 2 plates of thaumium to make 1 complex arcane, whatever that was, mechanism. So we're going to need 1 file of Terra and all 10 of those things to get 1 thaumium ingot. So let me go get some iron. And let's make some thaumium. Alright, so need 1 Terra, all 10 Praecontatio, and then the 1 iron gets us the thaumium. We need 2 iron. There we go, that'll get us 2. Okay, so let's see here. Where's my thermometer? I'll probably put it away. Alright, so I'm going to melt down the thaumium and turn it into plates. Oh, I can't melt thaumium in here. Well, that's unfortunate. I should be able to cast that, but I can't. Would like to file a report with Tinker's Construct and make a change. Maybe I can do it myself in the mod pack. Well, that means I need 3 thaumium, so let's see here. This will get us just 1 more. I hear that arcane workbenches have thaumium too, so let's see here. Yeah, they've got 5, so if I made a couple of those, I might have what I need. Alright, well let's try that. An arcane workbench is a workbench that you throw Salus Mundus on. So let's try that instead. We'll just get a couple of these, and we'll get some Salus Mundus. And we'll make a couple more of those tables. And let's see here, this will get us 5 each. Doesn't have the Terra, so we're going to need the file of Terra, and we'll need the 2 ingots. And then, as usual, we'll need a bunch of the quartz slivers to clean up the mess afterwards. So there we go. Arcane workbench, file of Essentia, thaumium, and then toss all that in there. And there we go. That worked out pretty well, I think. Alright, so we've got now 4 thaumium ingots, and 3 of those should get me some plates. So let's scan that. Okay. So now that I have thaumium plates, should be able to make, or get closer to making a. All right, we need one more. We're gonna need more than one smart golem actually. So let's see here, a piston, 2 simple recipes, so iron plates and brass plates. Do I have any iron or brass plates? I've got a couple. I've got a couple of each right now, so we've got enough to do one so far. So let's see here. Alright, 2 thaumium plates, brass and iron. Oh, we need 2 of those? Yep. We're going to need 4 iron plates and 4 brass plates. Okay, we need some more alchemical brass. And brass can be made with instrumentum, and we can get that from flint. So there we go. Flint has, 5 and 5. So we'll do a couple of flint. We are low on flint. Can you get flint somehow? Pulverizer. 50% chance of flint from oil shale. Gravel. We can pulverize gravel to get flint. Alright, well let's do that. Alright, so we'll get us some more flint, but right now I just want 2 pieces, and that should get us the alchemical brass ingots that I need. Alright, and then I'll clean up the rest of the stuff with the slivers. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, 2 flint, 2 iron, slivers. There we go. Okay, so we've got the alchemical brass, so that we can melt in the smeltery. I can use that on the plate cast. Alright, so we'll take care of that. We've got our iron plates, need 1 more brass plate. Alright, with 1 more brass plate, need a couple more iron plates. I threw in my iron, didn't I? Okay. We'll just make those like this. Alright. So, let's try that again. Back in the Thaumonomicon, on the Biothaumic Minds, need a complex. Okay. So, we need iron, brass plates, we need sticks, and we need. Okay, now a complex arcane mechanism requires 2 of those. There we go. Alright. Now, that's one thing we're going to need for our infusion recipe. So the Biothaumic Mind requires that, a zombie brain, and a clockwork mind. So the clockwork mind is made from a simple arcane mechanism, redstone comparators, brass plates. So we need 2 more brass plates and 2 more iron plates. Iron plates are much easier to get, brass plates are more difficult to get. So let's see here, need some more flint. Let's see. Let's do 10 and 10, and then we'll take the rest in the quartz slivers. Alright, so that takes care of that. We're going to have to move this area. Alright, that takes care of the alchemical brass I needed. Let's just turn all of that into plates, because I haven't seen any other use for alchemical brass yet. So we'll get us some plates. Okay, so I need another simple arcane mechanism. There we go. And I need to get a Clockwork Mind. And the Clockwork Mind requires another brass plate, some glass panes, a simple arcane mechanism, and a redstone comparator. So I need sticks and redstone. Alright, so redstone comparator. If I weren't low on redstone, I'd probably make a bunch of those redstone torches, but well, not too low. I could probably make a stack of them. That's what I want. There we go, a redstone comparator. And needed some more brass plates. Okay, so let's try to make that Clockwork Mind again. Oh, I don't have any glass panes. But fortunately I've got plenty of glass in here. Make a stack of that. Alright. There we go, a Clockwork Mind. Alright, so back to the Thaumanomicon for the Biothaumic Mind. Clockwork Mind, Zombie Brain, Complex Arcane Mechanism. So we need Cognitio and Machina. Alright, so... Alright, I've got some tubes. We need to make labels for our jars so I can clean up the jars. So let's take the Essentia tubes. And how do I make jar labels? Jar labels for any kind of slime, some kind of black dye. That's right, I got some black dye for this, the floral black powder. I'm not seeing my rice slime balls, probably put those back inside. And needed some paper. Okay, let's go look over here for that. Alright, I do not want to use my actual slime balls. I want my rice slime balls. That'll give me 12. Do I have any more rice? Yeah, I've got some rice on it. If you have a labeled jar, it will do more suction than an unlabeled jar, which means you can pull Essentia from one jar to another. I don't know why I'm going over here. I already had my Essentia tubes out. So, hopefully, what's going to happen now is, yeah, we get that, and then we don't have a duplicate jar of Terra. So there are all of my things. So how does that help? Alright, I want to make this Biothaumic Mind. I need Machina and Cognitio. I don't believe I have either of those over there. Nope, sure don't. I've got Machina over here, so I could steal that for a minute. Alright, here's Machina. It's only 25, so that would be enough. We might want to get more. And we're going to have to get Cognitio. So how do we get Cognitio? How do I always hit the caps lock button? Alright, it used to be from paper. Hey, it still is. You get 2 Cognitio and 1 Bestia. How do you get Bestia from paper? That does not make sense. Alright, well, paper is cheap and abundant, so we will just use that. I'm going to need a piece of aluminum, and I'd like to make a new stack of paper. Okay, well, once again, this episode is running long, so I'm going to cut it here, and we'll pick up with getting the Biothaumic Mind next time. Thanks for watching. See you then.